You make me cry when you say goodbye. Ain't that a shame? My chest feels like rain. Ain't that a shame? You're the one.
That's my sister and I standing in front of our duplex on Cloudhaven Drive. Our parochial school uniforms suggest a kinship with European youth of the recent past. A few feet from where we were standing, an unwelcome visitor once made its presence known. My dad quickly dispatched the serpent with a hoe. Which reminds me of the motel across the street that rented rooms by the half hour. Sounds from our seedy neighbor often penetrated the closed casement windows of our living room.
They want the truth, but they're submerged by this myth. So we say to them, listen to this statement. I will tell you later who said it, but we address it to the Soviets. If any nation whatsoever is detained by force within the boundaries of a certain state, and if that nation, contrary to its expressed desire, is not given the right to determine the form of its state life by free voting and completely free from the presence of troops of the annexing or stronger state, and without any pressure, then the incorporation of that nation by the stronger state is annexation. It is seizure by force.
Another neighbor was my friend Larry, who claimed to be an expert on cherry bombs, BB guns, and military aircraft. He was convinced that the B-36 bomber was America's angel of salvation from the Reds.
What we have just shown you exposes them for what they really are: lying, dirty, shrewd, godless, determined, and international criminal conspiracy.
One evening, on my way home from playing kick the can, there was an approaching storm. When I looked up, I saw a large chevron-shaped object floating against the clouds. It disappeared after a few minutes. It wasn't until years later that I made a connection between this experience and the fact that our landlord, previously the commander of a Kentucky Air Force base, had ordered P-51 pilots to pursue a UFO. It so happened that while I lived on Cloudhaven Drive, Communion author Whitley Strieber lived in a nearby neighborhood, and his landlord was the same as mine. Across Austin Highway from our neighborhood once stood the Alamo Drive-In movie theater. My friends and I would sit in the metal chairs right in front of the screen. One of our favorite movies was Forbidden Planet. Larry had to shatter our prurient fantasies about Anne Francis by declaring that she was actually wearing a skin-colored swimsuit in this scene from the film. I have two indelible memories from parochial school days. The first had to do with meatless Fridays in the cafeteria. One time a kid was eating fish sticks at my table and threw up all over himself and me. To this day, the mere mention of fish sticks triggers a Pavlovian barf response. The other incident that remains vivid in my memory involves my classmate Chuck, who brought a meticulously assembled plastic model of a B-17 bomber to school. When Chuck took the plane out on the playground, he had to deal with an unexpected kind of flack. His friends hummed taps at the crash site. Westerner restaurant on the Austin Highway. My dad worked there as night manager. That's him on the left. He took great pride in grilling rare steaks. Beef wounded worse than that have recovered and been able to rejoin their herd. Dad said that he would pay my sister and I a penny for every fly that we killed. We wondered how much higher the bounty would be for our undocumented immigrant waiter. What was the Westerner is now a self-storage facility. There's a super Walmart where the Alamo Drive-In once stood. Several homes of my former friends have either been razed or boarded up. Larry's apartment and the landlord's compound still stand. So does my duplex over the rainbow on Cloudhaven Drive.
We're apart. You for me still, for you on my thrill, on Blueberry Hill. The wind and the willow played a love sweet melody, but all of the falls we met were never to be. Though we're apart, you for me still, for you on my thrill.